students. This is your school counselor Paramjit Kaur. And today, before starting my topic, I'm going to ask you few of the questions. Do you make your own decisions? How you manage your money, your pocket money? How you do your grocery shopping? Do you help your parents? How you manage your emotions, your time? How you cook? Do you help your parents? How you help out with the housework, how you think critically, how you interact with the people, and how you complete your tasks independently without any help. Do you do all these tasks yourself? I'm sure you have done these tasks yourself independently. These are the life skills that you learn every day from your parents, from your society. So, today we will talk about life skills. Now, the life skills, these are the most important abilities which help you children lead smarter lives. According to WHO, life skill is a psychosocial ability for adaptive and positive behavior that enable individuals to deal effectively with the demands and challenges of every day. It empowers you young people to take positive actions to protect themselves and to promote health and positive social relationship. It also promotes your mental well-being and competence in young people like you as they face the realities of life. So few of the life skills which are very important for our life are decision making, creative thinking, critical thinking, problem solving, negotiation skills, interpersonal skills, self awareness, empathy, and effective communication. It is said that if you can dream it, you can do it by Walt Disney. So, first of the skill we are talking about the positive attitude. The positive attitude is being happy through your achievements, not worrying constantly about problems, managing your stress, not losing faith in oneself, aiming for success. It is like, yes, I can. You have to think positive in every way. So, here I would like to share a story with you, the story of two seeds. There were two seeds lay side by side in the fertile soil. The first seed said, I want to grow, I want to send my roots deep into the soil beneath me and thrust my sprouts through the earth's crust above me. I want to unfurl my tender buds like banners to announce the arrival of spring. I want to feel the warmth of the sun on my face and the blessings of the morning dew on my petals. And so she grew. On the other hand, the second seed said, if I send my roots into the ground below, I don't think what I will encounter in the dark. He was having negative attitude. If I push my way through the hard soil above me, I may damage my delicate sprouts. What if I let my buds open and a snail tries to eat me? And if I were open my blossom, a small child may pull me from the ground. No, it is much better for me to wait until it is safe. And so the other seed waited. Then one day, a yard hen, scratching around in the early spring ground for the food, found the waiting seed and promptly ate it. So, moral of the story is those who dream big and think positively will grow and prosper, and those who think negative and refuse to take risks will get swallowed up by the life. So, you have to think positive. You can't change how people treat you or what they say about you, but all you can do is change how you react to it. So, positive thinking is not only about expecting the best to happen, but it is also about accepting whatever happens is for the best. Now, the second skill is self awareness. It includes our recognition of ourself, of our characters, our strengths, weakness, desires, likes, and dislikes. Developing self awareness can help us to recognize when we are stressed or feel under pressure. Next skill is decision making, choosing the right option. Right from morning till night, we take many decisions every day. They may be about breakfast, choosing a dress, going to a movie, and anything. These are smaller issues. But when this is about bigger thing, it becomes more difficult. And this lesson helps you how to make difficult decisions, and it is ability to assess available options. There are different types of decisions you make. No decision, when you let others take decision on your behalf, when the issues involved are not important, you don't take decision, you just tell anyone else to take decision on your behalf. That is a no decision. Snap decision, you take a quick decision without thinking about the consequences. When time is a constraint, these decisions are made. Then responsible decision, to you take a decision considering others views, not only yourself and also your future. Many important decisions that you take in your career or your studies, it is a responsible decision. So decision making skill help to be able you people to explore alternatives, weigh pros and cons, make rational decisions, communicate effectively, and when to say no and when to say yes. You also learn this from decision making skills, and it also helps you to be assertive. It is not hard to make decisions when you know what your values are. So let's explore the next skill. Can you tell that which glass has more water in it? The correct answer is glass B. What figure should replace the question mark? The right answer is 6. So, this is about thinking critically. We cannot solve problems with the same thinking we use when we created them. So, critical thinking is the ability to analyze information and experiences in an objective manner. It helps to recognize and assess the factors that influence our attitude and behavior, such as media and peer pressure that influences us. So, what are the benefits of critical thinking? It avoids falling from scams and making foolish decisions from ignorance. It makes helping you taking better decisions from verified information. It fosters the innovation and problem solving skills. It promotes out of the box thinking. It promotes higher rates of knowledge retention. So let us check the next skill. So can you guess it's a name of vegetable? So here it is, potato. So can you guess this vegetable? Okay, this is cauliflower. Can you guess this vegetable? I'm sure now you have got the idea. Okay, so this is cucumber. Can you guess this vegetable now? Okay, this is broccoli. Okay, can you guess this vegetable now? Okay, this is ladyfinger. And my friends, we are talking about here for creative thinking skills. Like these are the creative ideas. So this can lead us to think about the creative thinking skills. It contributes to both problem solving and decision making by enabling us to explore the available alternatives and various consequences of our actions or lack of actions. It helps adolescents to respond adaptively and with flexibility to the daily life situations. These creative thinking ability skills help in problem and opportunity finding, seeing problems in new ways, generating wide range of ideas, which is also called as divergent thinking, Recognizing which of one's idea are worth pursuing, which is called as convergent thinking, and persuading others of the value of your idea. These all is included in your creative thinking ability skills. Now we'll talk about the problem skills. That is very important. The process of problem solving involves various steps like identifying the problem, exploring the problem, different alternatives, and deciding what to choose. So it includes like defining the problems. Is there a problem? What is it? How significant and important is this? Analyzing the problem, determining what to do, then implementing the plan, then evaluating the progress. So how can we solve your problem? Like you can ask for help, you can apologize at some time, then talk it out. Sometimes you have to ignore, you have to make a plan, you have to compromise, you have to say how you feel. Sometimes you have to walk away to solve your problem and tell them to stop, ask them for help. So these are the problem solving skills that you have to practice by social interactions by using this wheel. So problem solving skills help you solve problem out, explain your thinking process, allow you people to explain your thinking process, use the language of maths and require student to do as well. Then make time for discussion, build time for communication, ask open-ended questions, create lessons, create discussions with your friends, with your teachers that will help you solving the problem. Okay, now we'll talk about the next skill. Do you have these qualities? Being respectful, good attitude, helpful, patience, understanding, anger management skills, and these are the example of interpersonal skills. Now, interpersonal skills, when you have ability to establish positive relationship, this help us to relate in positive ways with the people we interact with. Why it is important? It improves your power of expression, make you being accountable, it improves self-management skills, it helps you relieve from the stress, it improves your emotional quotient. Now the next skill we talk about is empathy. It is ability to understand and accept others, to put oneself in others person's shoes, being nurturing and tolerant, stepping into others' shoes. It develops positive curiosity about strangers, challenges prejudice and discover commonalities, offer help, volunteer, use your imagination, treat people as important, nurture relationship, identify the personal experiences and listen with your head and your heart. Instead of putting others in their place, put yourself in their place. Now the next and the last skill we'll talk about is effective communication. So good communication skills are the best key to success. So it is like active listening, using appropriate non-verbal communication skills, using appropriate voice and tone, communicating at a case levels of understanding, giving factual information, using reinforcement, summarizing important points from the conversation. With effective communication, it is very important that your body also speaks. The body language is also very important. Listen to the language of your body. Your face with its forehead, eyes, eyebrows, nose, mouth, lip, fingers, all can express what you are thinking in your mind. This is called as body language or non-verbal communication. So very important part is your posture, your facial expression, your eye contact and the gestures. And the tips for great body language: smile, don't cross your arms, make good eye contact, keep your body pointed vertically towards your guest or your teachers when you are asking or answering some question, nod at the key points, stand up straight. These are the tips for great body language. Your expression is the most important of all the things you wear, my dear friends. So you can avoid these negative aspects. You can see from the pictures, your sitting posture, your hand movement, what you are doing, your habits that are not appropriate, you have to avoid. So body language do's and don'ts: do firm handshake, eye contact, open posture, relaxed but alert, look neat and professional, adopt appropriate dress code, which is very important, listen actively, head nods, sit in the right seat, and arrive early. And what are the don'ts that you don't have to do? It gives very bad image of yours, like limpy or clammy handshake. Then wear jeans when you're going somewhere which is very official. Then look down always, or cross your arms, flop into the chair, wave your arms, stare out of the window, or any threatening posture. So you have to take care of that. So why these life skills are important, my dear friends? It remove ignorance, generate awareness, concern, creates knowledge, motivation, readiness to change, willingness to change, acceptance, inculcating good habits, lifestyles, to be able you to explore different alternatives, make rational decisions, communicating effectively, and when to say no and when to say yes, and you have to be assertive. These are the importance of life skills. So my dear friends, I hope you have understood about the different life skills that make your life perfect and successful. Thank you and have a nice day.